please have a cup of coffee while you're here or something like that, and maybe sign up for a subscription if you like. I'm sure
Um,
you'll see yourself in the paper soon.
I'll keep it in mind. I'll see you later.
Bye bye. She carries the boxes out the door.
All right. Well, this. Go ahead.
Is could I do the thing I was gonna do real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, all good. I'll be fast.
Oh, no
I just
worries.
want to go around and because Judith's love language quote is gift giving, so she will go and every one of the members of the party will have like little packages outside their doors. And maybe at this time you guys have a good idea that it's like you can tell like it's Judith's wrapping. Um, yeah, small little boxes. And she'll go to. I guess I'll knock on Phoenix's door, or I guess I don't know where she is actually. Where?
Um, Usually they stay at Sora's, but yeah, they were heading over to her aunt's house. But you've been in the city with her family, so I'm sure you'd know where they are.
Yeah, I'll see Phoenix before you go in. I'll say, hey, here, right here. 1 second, Phoenix.
Oh, are
And
you
she'll
coming
pull.
for breakfast too?
I'm sorry.
Breakfast, the most important meal of the day. Auntie's waffles and omelets and sausage. You gonna have some?
That does sound incredible, but I'm a little late already. But next time, I promise.
All right, what you got?
Hey, I remember that shop that you went to, the antique shop next to my place in the Fairlands.
Oh, yeah, the one that's there and then not. It's a
Yeah,
crazy
yeah,
place.
yeah. I went back and I was able to get a little something for you. It's nothing, you know, that amazing, I guess, but I don't know. It seemed kind of special.
That was really sweet of you. Now I feel weird. I ain't got nothing for you.
That's
I
okay.
didn't know
And
we were doing gifts.
no, 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 no. Just I miss all of you guys when I was gone, so I just want to give you a little something. And for Jenkins too. Angel has another little gift for Jenkins.
Okay, cool. Like, can I open it?
Yeah, of course.
She will unwrap it.
Yeah. Your the one for Phoenix is this. It's an arrow. It's like this beautiful looking. If Falcon's okay with it being a crossbow arrow, bolt, but it is. It looks really old, like and maybe well worn, but it's beautiful in its make. And they say it can't be broken, which I thought was kind of interesting.
This is really something else.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
like
you know,
old.
yeah. It seemed kind of strange, but hopefully it's something that you can, maybe it'll come in handy one day.
Thanks. She's gonna take her ponytail, wrap it up in a bun, and stick the bolt through the bun.
That's a great way to hold it for sure. And the one for Jenkins is a okay. The one for Jenkins is a it's this little and she just starts to unwrap it herself. She's like, here you go, and it is a instrument of like a little like ocarina type thing,
Oh
and it
my
says
god, that's awesome.
like when you play it, it's supposed to give different illusions. So I don't know. I feel like maybe you could integrate this into Jenkins somehow.
Oh, that'll be great. Thanks, Judith. That was really thoughtful of you. I'm
Yeah.
sorry I gave you shit for staying behind.
What? What? No. What? What do you mean? You gave me shit?
No. For someone who's a journalist, I guess she didn't catch on. But no, thank you. And she'll fly in for a hug.
She gives a hug back and goes, "No, I'm sorry I wasn't able to go, but um, let's just say I was able to get a lot done without within my other duties."
Well, I think our trip will be long enough. You can tell us all about it.
Perfect. All right, I gotta go. I will see you later.
All right, the smell of waffles is calling me.
Are you catching anybody else right now, Judith?
Yeah, I'm just feeling bad. I'm doing a lot of stuff here.
No. Take everyone. Do everyone. Go.
Okay, then that means I'm close to Sora, so I will go to Sora's house.
So Sora's in there somewhere, I'm sure, but the goat would open the door. Hello.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
They love me here, just like you thought.
That's what I'm talking about. Good job, good job. And she goes and gives her gives like a little fist bump for him,
You hit his horn.
keeping everyone in line around here.
You find a gold chain yet? I want 2 of them. For me 2 chains.
I haven't, but at this point on, that is my new life goal.
Thanks. The goat just kind of wanders off.
Hey, Sora, you here?
Ah. As you hear a surprised voice from the upstairs. One moment. And you just hear like shuffling, papers crinkling. And then finally she appears like already jumping and lands right in front of you. Oh, Judith.
Hey,
Hi.
sorry to disturb you, and I'm sure you're busy getting a lot of stuff ready for the trip.
I mean, most things don't take that long for me.
Well, I know because we're headed home. Or headed to your home. I thought this might be a good thing to, you get to, you get to kind of showcase everything about your homeland and show it all to us, which I'm personally really excited about. There's gonna be some sick photos from that. But I brought you something, and she pulls out a small little like gift that's just like in her palm.
What? I'm
It's
surprised.
for you. Here. Wait, why?
Is it normal for journalists to give their employers a gift?
Yeah, because you're not my employer. You are, if anything, I would say a subject, but.
Is it normal for a reporter to give a subject a gift?
Yeah, sure.
1 second, Cake. She'll look down at your palm.
What is that insight for?
Her general demeanor with trying to present it.
Sure.
What do you show her?
I just show her it's in my hand and just holding it. Like, do you want it, or I can just leave it here? It's okay.
Well, what is it?
Well, if you look really closely, and I like move, I go with my left arm. I kind of take it, and I wince a little bit, but I open up the little tag, and it says store. I'm like, if you look closely, it has your name on it.
Thank you, Judith. And she'll reach down and grasp it.
Yeah.
Has
No,
everything...
I'm happy to be back with you guys.
Hopefully it was not too boring without us around.
Let's just say other levels of stress. But I'm but I'm grateful to be back.
I know you and me were not leaving on the most steady ground between us when we departed.
Oh, I didn't take any of that personal. Did you, or?
It's been on my mind since we left. Figured now was the time before we go on this journey.
No, I mean, I still have, like before, I have nothing but kindness and love for you and what your friendship means.
And she will look down to the bag and smile. You certainly know that I have an aptitude for trying to poison the party, so thank you for this gift.
Well, your cooking is really good, but I thought this would be something nice that maybe you could combine with your food. When you go back home, you can maybe combine some of these spices with your food from back home, and who knows, we can come up with something new.
Also makes for great pocket sand.
That as well. I didn't think about that, but that's an even better way to use it.
Hopefully no one will have to find out that experience. For a moment, her smile fades and she like touches her chest. And there's like a moment of sadness across her features, but she shakes her head. It's going to be wonderful. And it's going to be something you will never forget, I promise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to Phoenix's aunt for food. Do you want to join me?
Oh, no, it's okay. I have to do one more quick run, but then I'll meet you guys later on.
Ooh, rendezvous with someone special.
No, just Amber.
No, understood. I shall see you later then.
Yep, I'll see you soon.
And when you go to walk away, she does do this little smirk to herself, and then we'll walk to Phoenix's. Tossing the bag up and down in her palm.
Before you get to Emerald, why don't you give us your opening of everything you're doing that morning? And when we're done with you, that's when Judith will enter the scene. So what are you up to? Just getting ready for your leaving and stuff.
Funny enough, Judith mentioned it earlier. Amber got out really early. He's wearing like casual clothes. He's just in the city at like a coffee shop, but they got it. He still doesn't like sugar shit, but he's just drinking black. He's just sitting in the not inside, but like they got like an outdoors seating. He's out there, like reading a book, looking, just trying to like be normal for a bit before they go out and do a bunch of other extra shit as usual.
Okay. While you're out there looking normal, you hear a voice. Hey, come over here. It's like a dark alley. Someone's standing in a dark alley.
He like squints and then like looks around and points at himself.
Yeah, you.
He'll close the book and put it on the table, and he'll walk to the alley.
This guy's covered up really good. He turns around and shows you his official badge, like he's some type of police officer. Hey, it's me, Frankie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Got some questions for you. Pulls out a notepad and a pen. When's the last time you saw Lilith?
Yesterday. You were about to have a very unfortunate evening, my friend.
All right, I'll put that down. Now, is she really a feathered fury? Because I'm feathered Frankie.
I have no way to verify, but I assume so. No one's questioned it.
Fraud. He writes some stuff down. Also, not that I'm interested, but is she currently in a relationship?
Not that I know of. But I wouldn't go down that road, brother.
Not interested, like I said. I am
Okay.
certified in relationships and marriage and all that stuff. Here, look, I got a. All right, here we go. Pulls out like a pamphlet, turns to like page 107, searches marriage certificate.
Do you ever like renew these or?
They don't expire. You get them one time, they're good for a lifetime. Well, you should know that.
Sure.
But hey, if you need me, Detective Frank here gives you a business card.
And what was the line of questioning for?
I just gotta make sure that whoever's traveling with my Phoenix means her well.
You're a good guy, Frankie.
I'm a lot of things. Good ain't on the list. But I am certified. Look. Shows you his good guy certification.
What the fuck? All right.
All right. In any case, listen, I'm not looking to, one stone, two birds, my feather, her feather. Liv's her own lady. She could do her own things. But I've seen the way she's looking at me. That's all I'll say. He starts walking.
Have a good one. And they'll go back to his seating.
All right. Anything else you're doing, or is this the time where Judith finally finds you?
She can find me here.
All right. You would see Frankie walk by and nod at you, and he tells you, Judith, hey, I was thinking, who's going to run the press when you're gone?
Gentle will be there.
He shows you your certification, just in case you need me.
Yeah, I mean, I would say send your any kind of previous work samples that you've done and your resume over to Mr. Tuttle at the head office in the Fairlands, and I'm sure we can get you going. We need some more reporters.
Now, how hard do you guys look into the certifications? I'm just curious. Mine's is legit, though.
This is between the flames. I mean, we do our background checks pretty intensely.
Gotcha. All right, we seen you.
Never
Okay.
mind then.
Never mind. All right, you see him.
All right. She'll walk up.
Oh, hey.
Hey, what are you doing out here?
Well, thought I'd get out of my comfort zone.
Oh, turning over a new leaf, huh? I've only been gone like a couple weeks.
Yeah, well,
It's a whole new version of yourself.
I wouldn't say new. I don't know. It's kind of weird when you're inside so much that your eyes hurt every time you walk outside. I feel like that's a bad thing.
Yeah, I think I get it.
But just like old times, you want to grab a seat or?
Yeah, of course. Hey, I got something for you. Seemed like it was
Sure.
a bad taste to give people little tokens yesterday, but here. And it is it's a small like dark wooden box. There's something inside. It's not just the box.
Oh, okay. Is it this a knife or?
No, not a knife. I feel like you probably have enough of those.
He's disappointed. He tried not to look so. He'll open the box.
Yeah, inside there's a lot of care and went yeah, a lot of care went into this, but it into the wrapping of like little tissue paper in it. But as you open it, it is where it says perfume, it's scratched out, and Judith has written cologne of bewitching. So I thought this would be kind of fun. Something, something to try out and, have a new scent for a little bit. I don't know. It's okay if you don't like it. It's kind of it's made of like a rush gift. I'm sorry.
Oh, is this that stuff where you like? Hold on. I guess it's not that.
Wait, did you just put it in your mouth?
Yeah, don't people do that?
No, it's not Banaka.
What's it for? My body?
Yeah, you just kind of spray it in front of you, then walk into it. Wait, it says it's only enough for one use. Shit.
Well, they'll just smell it on my breath. That's okay, right?
I guess. I guess. She just kind of laughs.
He'll like try and drink the coffee. That didn't help. Thanks for the gift, though. Sorry for the misinterpretation. I'll use it right next time.
Well,
He'll
I think
like put it in the box.
She's like, it says it's only enough for one use, so I guess that was your one time. But at least it's a nice box and bottle.
Oh, that's it.
Yes, unless
like look at like the empty bottle.
Unless there's a 2-pack in there, but yes.
You do see a second one in there. No, you know what? Judith knows you better than most. I'm gonna say she's got you a little set. There's 3 in there, 4 in total. You drank one.
Sweet.
Congratulations. You played yourself now.
Thank you, Falcon. Oh, there's a few more in here. Yeah, I'll use these sparingly.
Yeah.
You give everyone these or?
Of the cologne, no. I feel like it might be dangerous in everyone's hands. But I had a few things for everybody. I obviously, I wasn't able to give everyone their gift, but
Right. Can you get a refund on that last one, or?
oh no, it's fine. I mean, I think Amber would tell us she's getting a little fidgety, She goes, no, it's yeah, I guess that's really it. I don't know.
Oh, hey, I didn't mean to ruin your gift or anything.
No, it's not that. I just want to. Sometimes I might have heard things that maybe I didn't know if I heard or not, and I've kind of been thinking about it the whole time. I didn't really know how to ask. Felt like kind of a weird thing to send in a message, And or maybe I just had something in my ears, like water, or I don't know. But did you before you left? Did you say that you loved me, or
Well, did I? I don't.
uh,
I guess might not be. Maybe it's a weird thing. I know the family talk was kind of. You seem to take that a certain way. I probably shouldn't have said that.
so you did say?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. Because honestly, like I mean, I thought you might have said something different at the same time, and I was very confused for. Okay. Um. Now, when you say that, like, what do you mean? Like, you mean like a friend, right? We're like best friends. That's what you mean, right?
Well, you like that's the thing we like pull on your collar. Um, no.
Oh.
I can't. It's not something I can explain. But
I Okay.
Judith. I was just thinking, don't run the papers. It's not that. It's just I'm not interested. That's it. The paper's legit, but I'm not interested. All right. Hey, I gotta get going.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
run it. All right.
Okay. Yeah, Frankie. Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
I'm sure you're probably too overly qualified, anyways, right?
Yes, that's what I was looking. I was reviewing. They don't pay enough.
Yeah.
totally.
And
I
sometimes things just happen, and then you don't realize it's happening, and then here you
A lot of
are.
experience.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
experience.
Lack of experience really comes into play here.
I'm gonna leave now. But listen, hey, don't run it. All right, let it.
Yeah, he's overqualified. Yeah.
Uh, I really think he's underqualified.
Yeah. Most likely.
Um,
I care a lot. And it's not something it's new. You know? I've been stabbed in the heart. It's whatever it is, it's the opposite of that.
um, no, I get it. I have very
And I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have put that on you because I don't know how you feel in any way or shape or form. It's not right, but
no, I get it. I just not something I've ever. It's kind of a new, a new. This is like a new territory here. Um, I have a lot of strong feelings for you too, Amber. I care about you. You're one of my, my best friends. My um,
but that's it, right?
um, I
You don't have to, soften
it
the
almost looks
blow.
it almost looks like she's like her mouth is open, just like trying to like find the words, but she is just like, I she's making weird noises. You missed the part. She goes, I love you too. Oh. And she like backs out a little bit. Her hands go up in the air. I don't know what's happening. My body's is just moving.
Wait, this is new to you too?
I feel like if I had been in love before, I would have told you like at least a year ago. And
I
she
just feel like
her hands just up in the air and they haven't come down yet. They're just like, what does that mean?
what happens now? I don't
I don't know. I gotta go. Maybe that's what it is. I gotta go.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I nice talking to you, Amrit. She puts out her hand for the shake, and goes, "This is strange.
Thanks for the spray.
God, I think it was too strong. I think that was a mistake on my. Maybe not. I'm okay. I gotta go. All right. See you later."
Yeah.
She's going to quick step out of there.
He grabs the mug, like the handle, and like he raises to his mouth, but it's like his hand's shaking. It's like falling out of the cup, all the coffee.
And the last thing you hear before we go to jump to Reinhardt is, "Hey, don't run it." And Reinhold, what are you doing? What are you up to right now? You would be either your choice of being with Master Hyrian or off on your own. But walk us through that before we get everyone to that airship.
He'd just be with Master Hyrian, just kind of helping out whatever things need to be taken care of.
He would be showing you something he does to keep himself calm. He has these marbles, about 6 or 7 of them, and he stacks them up perfectly. Even though they're spherical and stuff, they shouldn't be able to. They should fall and everything. And he tells you, complete concentration. That is what my father would always say.
I see. Is it anything like this? As he just like holds out his little quicksilver clay thing, and then he just like instantly forms the 7 balls just instantaneously in his hand. He just has a completely straight face while he's doing this.
He smiles. Do I sound like my father, Zuru?
I can't quite recall.
Well, I hope not. In any case, tell me, what did you feel when you fought the creature inside me? You know, their friend Lewis wasn't so different from me once upon a time. He had Tyrandrum inside of him. The difference is I took this creature in my body, understanding what it meant. I don't think I'll be as lucky separating from it. But when we fought, what did you feel? Was I even in there? Was it just Malther?
He kind of just like looks down toward like around Hiren's chest as he's just like deep in thought. And he seems to be almost like reliving a memory for a moment as his eyes start to just like become a bit more keen. Blinks and then looks up at Hiren. I wouldn't be able to tell. I was too afraid to really be able to read the situation.
You know, they've overcome lots of things, but we never seen them fight. I was thinking we'd take them to the death of the Leviathan scene. Lots of monsters there. Most of them are not that strong. Exercise them a little bit. If they're okay with it. Even if it's not going to be a tough fight, I want to make sure they get the rest they deserve.
He just gives like a nod and a glance. It would give a chance for me to be able to see each of their abilities.
Mm-hmm. Leviathan's body never disappeared when, well, you know. But monsters have been attracted to it, aggressive numbers, mostly crabs for whatever reason. We take the players, the characters, to the scene, the death of the Leviathan, and see how they interact with it.
Yes. I believe that will be quite sufficient.
They're an unlikely crew. Sometimes it's a diverse cast is for the best. Lots of different perspectives, different walks of life.
It sounds quite familiar.
Well, I believe we're being taken to the edge of the sea by their airship. We need to be there in about 2 hours or so. Enjoy the city, Reinhold. See you soon.
Yes, Master. Are these airship things anything like skyfish or?
Ah, the great sky whales and soaring fish. I mean, they're not as slimy.
I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, I miss the slime. In any case, I don't take the airships too often myself. Let me ask you this. You saw them for a brief moment, each of them. Any first impressions?
The one with the red hair seemed talkative. The one with the horns, a little awkward, but then again, that's a little bit weird coming from me. And the one with the yellow hair, she has a lot of heart. He just looks at Master Aaron.
Yeah, he just kind of nods. We'll see. Son Sora has journeyed through the islands most of her life, a different island from yours, which perished. Our island, more peaceful. I didn't know her, but father spoke of her often enough. Time Sora was training with him, I was already out in the world fighting Maldives, but we never had a relationship. But I look forward to changing that before she has to kill me. Hopefully leaving behind a positive impression.
We can only hope.
Alright. Well, I have a meeting with an emotional support counselor. That's what this card says here. Feathered Frankie. It's rather expensive, but if he's as good as this card makes him out to be, it'll be worth the gold. I'll see you later.
Good luck, Master.
He walks off.
Well, what to do now? And he kind of just like looks around. It looks like he's almost trying to look at where the ship is, but he kind of just like picks a random direction. Yeah, he's completely lost. He doesn't know how to get around cities.
I feel like,
Okay.
Falcon, tell me if it's wrong, but it'd be poetic if Sora, on her way to going to Phoenix, bumps into someone who doesn't know where they're going.
Sure. You guys both get lost enough. Your whole issue is getting lost initially. So, Rhino, you don't know where you're going. As you're roaming throughout the city, eventually you would bump into someone. Not who you expect. Hey, I'm walking here. And then as he leaves, you bump into Sora.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
oh. Well, hello, Nan Lee, I'm Sora.
You were the one at the funeral.
Yeah, I had to speak in front of everyone. How embarrassing.
There's nothing embarrassing about it. You did well.
You were at the funeral? Did you know Lewis?
He shakes his head. No. My master wanted to honor the fallen, and thus I followed him along.
Her eyes will begin actually taking you in for a second, and she blinks, looking at some of your markings and then your ears, and then with a very impish grin, she'll speak in a different language to you. So how's the land legs coming?
Okay. As she speaks in that tongue, he almost like instinctively says, I'm working on it. Before his eyes just like widen for a moment, realizing that he doesn't like naturally swap tongues. You speak the Leviathan's tongue.
It made things easier communicating with some of the beings of the sea, especially when I combined it with Draconic as well to see if I could ever find a way to communicate to the dragon turtles. No one's not many have been ever given the gift of speaking to Tango Terra.
Clever.
I would like to paint you someday. She just says out of the blue.
He just like tilts his head in slight confusion, but his face is still like just fully straight.
Oh, nothing. I'm off to get breakfast with Phoenix. Are you hungry by chance?
It has been some time since I've eaten. I suppose so.
Very well. Well, hopefully those legs are sturdy enough to follow me. And she'll turn around, pause for a second. 1 second. She like gathers her surroundings. Left. It was definitely left. And she marches in the correct location, we'll say.
And the two of you get lost together.
Indeed.
Yeah.
We don't get breakfast today.
Oh, hey, over this way. Somehow you wind up back in City of Rude still.
Oh god.
No, I'd say you guys would arrive just late. Are we going to assume everyone else is at breakfast and then they'll come in soon?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So the rest of you are all at breakfast, and Cinder's there. Pascal has not left back to the city. Big Cun's there, but he's just kind of still kind of hanging by the walls in the shadows, not really talking to anybody. He doesn't make eye contact with Phoenix. And Cinder's looking around and getting you all seated and stuffed and fat by all the food she's giving you.
Given Phoenix had just recently said goodbye to Clamdor, she's going to want to see if she can kind of make amends with Vic, and so she'll have a plate just filled to the brim with food, but then she'll float over to him. I've kind of gotten used to flying. You a little bit jealous?
Named you Phoenix for a reason. What do you want?
I thought maybe I'd try to surprise you. Guess who I made amends with?
Who?
The one. Clamdor. The big deal.
Trying to give him a break.
Yeah, I guess. Everybody needs it sometimes. She looks him in the eye when she says that.
Tries to look away, but you hold it there for a few moments, and then he just kind of like aggressively like turns his head like,
How you liking the city?
City, it's nice. Towers? Like he's wondering if you own the place too.
Yeah, no, not in our wildest dreams. Has Grill made his presence known at all?
Yeah. Grill's turning over a new leaf, apparently.
For reals? You think it's legit or just a ploy?
Always a ploy. People like that don't change. They just bide their time when they get cornered.
I'll make sure to mention it to Aria. Have her guards on the lookout for him. He don't need to be messing in this town.
See him blush. Oh, yeah, Rhea.
Oh, You don't get any ideas. You last had ideas with Judith, and that didn't go so well.
Yeah, but I'm starting to see how she talks to everyone. She's just mean.
Aria's mean?
Oh, Judith.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, she's starting to grow on me.
All right, I'll leave Aria too. I'm not trying to get messed up in your party, whatever. A lot of girls, City of Tears.
Biddy, you're brought here for a new life. Don't forget that. Make the best of it. I might end up back in prison soon. I don't want you to be there. Auntie doesn't need another one in there.
You think we can escape this life? You know, the City of Tears already has crime. People here are treated pretty good.
I mean, you know what? You could make a good living being a double agent.
True.
For the good side, not for the bad.
Oh.
She's a like girl.
Oh man. Totally what I was thinking the first time.
She punches him playfully in the shoulder.
Laughs. Well, listen. I know I can't repair what I did. But if I'm still your boy, I'd like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not make this awkward. High five. I don't do hugs yet.
She reaches out for a firm handshake. I'm glad you're here, Vid. I'm glad you're here.
He nods and there's a lot of he cost his brother's life, so he's still going through the motions.
And then she will stab her fork into a sausage link and shove it in his mouth and fly away.
It's caught by surprise, and Feather Frankie just looks at him, gives him his business card. Emotional support services. Walks away.
Frankie, it's my family. Come on.
Oh, you're right. Takes it back. So you're a good guy again, Big Cud. That's awesome. You see, Frankie's got a black eye, by the way.
Who'd you piss off now? I told you gotta behave yourself when I'm not around to do the sweet talking for you.
Someone had some real lip on him, told me he knew martial arts, and I showed him my certificate. It turns out he did know martial arts.
Ah, Frankie, you're supposed to be working on my case. Come on, focus, Frankie, focus.
Get right back to it. I just came here to get some bacon. He takes some bacon, eats it, grabs a suitcase, gives Auntie Sindra a kiss on the cheek, or a peck on it. Yeah, a peck on the cheek. And walks out. See you later, alligators. And he just leaves. At that point, he bumps into Sora and Reinhold, new company, apparently arriving for breakfast, and Sindra is more than happy. Come on in, have a seat. All your friends are Phoenixes are friends of mine.
Phoenix, I have arrived and I've brought friend.
Oh, hello. I don't think I know you.
Nice to meet you.
You
I
too.
am Reinhold Kai.
Hello, Reinhold. Are you the one that's going to be joining us?
So you're aware then?
There's lots of people here. There's rumors and whatnot, but nice to meet you. She juts her hand out in front of her.
He like tilts his head, not really knowing what a handshake is.
Sora walks up, grabs your wrist and Phoenix's wrist, and then guides your hands together like this. And then you shake. It's very weird, I know, right?
Stiff. Yes.
What do you usually do to say hello? Like, since Sora over here says Natalie.
Usually it's a touch of the elbow to the other.
I like that better. She'll put her
Show me.
elbow out.
There's like a slight smirk across his face as he just like lightly touches his elbow to yours.
Well, whatever you like, Auntie's likely to have it. If you want something different, she'll probably make it up for you.
That begs the question. The mainlanders take stock in strong handshakes. Wouldn't a strong elbow cause problems?
Yeah,
Be
just like
hitting each
stares
other's
down at the ground.
funny bones together. It'd be very painful. But she's like suddenly very distracted with herself.
Yes, the children have been known to do that now and again.
But come along. So, Phoenix's auntie is one of the best cooks.
Speaking of Phoenix, touch one hair on her head, stranger. You won't touch anything else. And then she sees Phoenix coming over. Hey, yeah, gives like a pound in her chest, Reinhold. Come on, have some food.
Phoenix will put her arm around Frankie's shoulders and like take him aside and just get all the gossip on the Tangled. Like we don't have to role play it, but she
Oh, yeah.
wants all the gossip.
You don't know how much of it's true, but he's got a lot to tell you. Lilith, how are you kind of getting placed in this family of ours, sitting at this table where Syndra's literally just treating you like she knew you her whole life? She's Phoenix's aunt, by the way, her adopted mother / aunt.
Does she know this?
I'm sure whether she's yapping about it or Phoenix bringing it up at some point, you're probably tracking.
Gotcha. She would smile and kind of play nice, but there's definitely that air of awkwardness to it. She's more so observing kind of Phoenix's interactions, and but she focuses more on just you know, enjoying her meal, and then she might glance over towards Amrut and Judith and seeing whatever they're doing.
How obvious is it that Lilith is tracking Phoenix?
Yeah, well, guess we'll.
And perception, right?
And Judith isn't there because it was.
Oh,
this
Judith
was
is there.
breakfast time.
Let's see.
And I don't know if Amrut's arrived yet either.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What do you think is more appropriate, deception or stealth in this portion?
Probably deception because you're not actually hiding. You're just trying to be secretive of what you're doing.
Yeah. So, like whenever like her eyes might meet Phoenix's, like she would probably divert, that classic telltale.
Yeah, but she is not going to rock the boat at her auntie's breakfast, so she's tracking you.
Hey Lilith, can your people eat sausages, or is that a bit of a taboo thing?
I eat meat just fine.
Hmm.
It's, animals live, die, and more are born. It's the cycle of things.
That's what I keep trying to explain to Phoenix and Amrut. I love animals just fine, but they taste really good.
But why the inquiry?
Well, if just wondering if we need to make you something different, like grass porridge?
If we're having a shortage and we need to be more selective with our dietary needs, I'd be more than happy to go to a plant-based diet for others' comfort.
But that probably won't be necessary. All of you looking to experience the fruits that grow on the island. And as much as I've enjoyed all the treats the mainland has offered, there really isn't anything like the dragon turtle fruit.
I'd be interested to give it a try.
Ah, Phoenix, your auntie simply must teach me some of her ways. I would love to be able to make this for myself.
I imagine Syndra overhears you and just makes her way straight to you with the most loving nature and starts chatting you up with, well, this one has a little bit of this seasoning and that one has a little bit of this fruit. And yeah.
So why does one obtain the apron that demands the chef must be kissed?
She got that from a shop in town. She'll tell you the exact shop it's next to.
And yeah, she'd go off talking to her for a little bit. Just noted the entire room, she's just bright and happy and laughing every other sentence. Despite the funeral being yesterday, she's just glowing.
Okay. Off somewhere else. Judith, where are you right now? How are you doing? Just where do you think you are? You on your way here or are you somewhere else?
No, I guess I kind of imagined me doing this like whole gift thing throughout most of the morning. So she's just probably in her room, packing, and
The reason why I asked is because in your room you feel a breeze, and then you just kind of see your curtains just like shuddering a little bit.
Okay.
Someone's there.
Hey, I'm going to I just from a distance use my mate. I just do a hand gesture and I mage hand the curtain open.
He sits there looking at you.
Yeah, you know that's pretty creepy. Just hanging out behind my room like that. You could at least knock.
Invisibility only
Open
lasts for
individual.
10 minutes. Apologize, it failed.
What ability?
Invisibility.
Oh, yeah.
If I could monitor you for longer, I would have.
Okay. Why?
He's mine, you know.
Who?
Oh, don't play cute.
You think
He's
I'm cute?
mine.
Oh my goodness! Thank you so much. What are you doing in my room? You're just sneaking around, following me?
She gets to the window. She looks at you. I'll have my eye on you.
Judith is going to. Judith is going to. Let me double check how to do this. She's going to. With her hand, she's like trace a something in the air, and say, "You have an eye on me, do you?" And then Judith has disappeared, and she casts greater invisibility.
She looks around. Ah. And you see her do a backflip out the window, and then she like grabs her cloak and flies away.
Wait, why are you leaving? I thought we were talking.
She tries to turn, but she's unable to make a full turn because she's gliding, not actually flying. She says, "Fuck! I thought you left the room." And
She just goes
takes
to
off.
goes to the window, and she can't be seen, but she's yelling. That's a cool gliding ability you got going on.
And she continues to Batman away, but she can't fly. So you do see a random dagger hit like the top of your windows.
Like she threw a dagger at me?
At the top of the windows, there's a letter on it that just says "fuck you."
Judith just laughs and will continue. I mean, this lasts for a minute, so she'll for the remainder she'll just go back and start packing. But luckily, she thinks to herself, at least I'll have to be a little more open to cast my other spells I don't do too often around here.
All right. Anyone else doing anything else before we get to the airship, or if you want to arrive at the scene of the food, you can do that too. The breakfast, rather.
Sora, well, we need potions.
Oh, you want to make some potions?
Well, actually, what do our soul stones look like?
Yeah. What's the supply? Who's managing the supply?
I updated it last.
I think that's a fair bit of.
Oh, we got some actual like usable ones though, so maybe not.
And also, we need to still add the item we got from the avatar.
Oh,
The what?
you're talking about the perfect Altanium?
Yep, I'll put that in there.
Oh, yeah, that's still a thing. I don't know if you guys could actually access the Treasury of Tears anymore since Lewis isn't around.
We would have to ask Aria.
Yeah.
Who
I
I
think
imagine
she's
has
the
to
only
ask
one.
Tenethil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has to ask the gold dragon?
Oh no, a whole chain of command.
Yeah.
And then you also have an all stone, which is listed under the perfect spear section. So yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
you got
well,
options.
we're not trying to make a potion with this stuff, though, right?
I mean-
imagine.
I
So
mean,
where
we'll
you-
probably cure cancer, but
You have 8 soul stones, by the way, in the treasury. We can assume Lewis took out the soul stones, so you'll probably find them in his room.
okay.
Yeah, we do that.
So
Okay.
I can reduce those to 0. Well, how many potions do you want to make, since each one is a soul stone? Or do you want to save some, because you might be able to make other kind of potions in the future too? I'm not sure.
Sure, yeah. I'll make 3 for now.
Reduce it to 5, and this is on the treasury handout. Is 8. Are you going, while you have the ability to so without worrying about the chain of command, and I'm sure Aria will have probably a little allotment of something for you guys to take on your adventure. We can assume that you took out all 8 soul stones and then just 1,000 GP, which I'll reflect here. Now, Aria, if you wanted to have gotten something arranged, look at the treasury of tier and you put a little care package together with whatever you want, whatever you think is not too much.
For sure.
And I deducted 1,000 gold, and then you have 0 soul stone. Yeah, I think you need literally a natural 1 to fail. So you're gonna be able to make potions.
So I got these 3. I have now I have 2 already still, I think. Let me see. Yeah, but I don't know how many days has it been, because it's like 14 days and they expire, right?
Yeah, it's probably been like a week and a half. You still got like a few days on those.
Okay. We'll probably run into trouble by then. Knowing us. Yeah. All right.
Do you make your potions in like a public space inside the City of Tears? Not public, I don't mean like in the city, but we have like the actual base section. Or do you do it in your room?
I'm making this at the coffee shop.
Okay, cool. So then Lilith,
No.
go ahead. Well, I
No,
imagine
sorry.
the eatery section, not an actual coffee shop, though. Lilith, before we get to the airship, if you want, you can catch Noda from doing this if you want to have a little scene with him.
Sure. So I guess while you're you was doing this in some sort of coffee shop or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lilith would happen by and see you amidst your brewing, and she would kind of come up behind you. So you dabble in herbalism as well.
Yes, like you didn't get scared just now. Hi. Yeah, a little bit. I dabble.
Would you like any help?
Sure. Here, taste this one.
And she takes a look at it first, and after observing it for a moment, she'll give it a sample.
These are like brown, by the way. They're like latte flavored. These.
You flavor your potions.
I do now. Yeah.
Interesting little quirk. And you see that she'll go into her pack and she takes something out. It looks like a large roll of on the underside. It looks like loose soil almost. And as she brings it out and she unfurls it, you see it. Well, it is a grass carpet, and upon it, you see that there's a number of very rare herbs and plants that she's collected. I've been cultivating a small garden that helps in crafting a number of useful potions and tinctures. I got some Stardust Lotus, Crimson Frost Roots, Moonlit Serpent Vine, and a number of other things. If any of those might interest you, I can explain them in further detail.
Are these drugs?
No, though, although some can stimulate your mind and other senses, but nothing hallucinogenic or narcotics.
Wait, hold on. He's disappointed. But maybe you don't. Maybe you can't tell. It's 15.
Oh,
Oh yeah, no, it's yeah, it's probably better that way. Which ones though? I'm curious.
which one?
The mind altering one, just for future reference, not to make anything specific with those.
It doesn't alter your mind, it just helps clear it. It sharpens your mind, grants you clarity. But that would be this one. The Stardust Lotus. It's very special, where it only blooms under a starry night sky. Um, you crush it into a silvery powder, and hmm?
He's like
then
writing it down.
and then you sprinkle the powder into a poultice.
Okay, yeah, power. Now your nose though.
No,
Okay, just keeping track. Just keeping track.
my potions go to help people, not put them into a stupor. I had hoped you had more respect for the craft.
Yeah, I do. These save lives. These right here.
Okay.
It's important. But
You just keep inquiring on less than respectful uses of the art.
listen, I've made potion after potion of healing, of curing wounds. The entire time I've learned the the process, the craft. Okay? That's great and all. But, you know, after you go down one route, you want to go outside the lines sometimes. Recreationally. Is that a problem per se?
If that is something you wish to pursue, that is completely up to you, but I will not assist you in doing so.
All right. What do you make that's useful then?
Well, if we ever go into a more heated, volatile region, there's the Aether Fire Rose to give one a resilience to flame and fire. You got the Gloomshade Belladonna, that would enhance one's vision in low light. Thunderbloom Thistle, Silver Mist Fern, and a personal favorite of mine is the Lunar Bane Echinacea. Uh, helps with the stress in a less than narcotic sense. And she just kind of quickly corrects herself into something that would uh, might have perked up his other interests.
No, not. Yeah. It's not the last one's not the one I want to know. Totally. What I do think is interesting though is the one for low light or darkness.
You mean the Gloomshade?
Yeah. Sometimes when we go somewhere dark, Phoenix is one of the few people that can't. Well, not Phoenix per se. I guess Sora would be the one. Can't always see stuff during the dark.
Well, I can.
She doesn't goggles, yeah. She goes around.
I can certainly spare some if you would like.
If you don't mind. Oh, you have goggles. Fuck. I forgot she made you those. You know.
I mean, I normally can't see, so it's still good regardless.
Yeah. I should have asked for the fucking real drugs. Look at me trying to be responsible. I'll take them.
All right. And so she'll take a couple of pics of the Gloomshade and hand them over to you.
Thank you. Important things will be made with this, okay?
Make sure they are. And should you be interested in any other reagents that I have collected, just let me know. So long as they're put towards a productive use.
Of course, yeah.
Well, I have other preparations to make. I will see you on the ship.
No problem, yeah. Thank you.
And she will pack up her grass carpet and be on her way.
Okay. I'll do a roll call down the line, make sure everybody's good. Then we'll be meeting up at the airship where, Rio will greet you guys before we fly out of here. And then Lilith,
Nothing else for me.
Phoenix,
Yum, yum, yum.
Emmerich,
We're good.
Arnold,
Alrighty.
Judith,
Yep.
Sora.
All set to go.
Okay. You will arrive at the airship where Minerva, just a day after Lewis, smiling and stuff, working on it, repairing it, getting ready to get you guys where you got to go. Next to her is Aria, and unless you shoot him away, Noble.
Nah, she lets Noble be by her side. But she is going to try to maneuver to where she's talking to Sora, Amrit, Judith, and Phoenix.
Okay.
I've got a small offering for you guys. She will give you 2,000 gold from the treasury. And I beseeched my prince for a more productive gift in lieu of what happened to Lewis. And she takes her book out and she's flipping through the pages looking for the right one. My only regret is that there isn't enough for all of you. But, and she turns it around so you guys can read it, and on this page at the top of it is Tenethil's name. If 3 more of you would sign this page, it may provide you a little bit of protection while you're on your adventures.
In what way?
Well, it'll stop death for but a moment. Above table, if you hit 0 hit points but not killed outright, you drop to 1 hit point instead. But it can only happen once a day amongst everybody on that page.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
No, damn.
I wish I
That's
could give it to each of you, but I mean, obviously I need to keep the king safe, so he's on here first.
and only one person can sign, right?
3.
3 people. All right. So I would look to Amrut, Judith, and Phoenix. I can handle myself just fine when it comes to fighting out there. I'd feel better knowing that all of you had a safeguard.
Maria
That makes
smiles.
things a little bit easier. And Judith will say in Goblin, and let's begin. And her quill will animate and write her name in the book.
Phoenix will go on up and sign matter-of-factly in a hurry to get on the ship and help Minerva out.
Thanks, Aria.
It's the least I can do. My heart goes with you. Then she looks to Amrit. Care to sign?
Sure, why not?
Need a pen?
Oh, she has a quill on her.
Okay.
So I hand it over.
Because you can't use mine, because that'd create another dramatic fiasco.
That is true. Yeah. Thank you.
Be safe, my dear friends. Take care of one another. Go make him proud.
He always was.
Yes, indeed.
He signs it AV, and he hands you the quill back.
She looks at it a little bit and doesn't. She closes it.
All
And
right.
gives you guys food for your travel, and because it's like a whole day, right, or 2.
Yeah.
It'll be for a while.
I imagine it's all on the ship actually already. So she will take a couple steps back and wave to you guys as you go.
Oof. At least she knows how to set us up. Do you need help with any of that, Amrut? You've packed quite a bit.
We should be good. Yeah, it's just my kid.
And she would still look around to try and help, but then all of a sudden, What? Why do you smell so zesty?
How do you mean?
She like leans in and smells again. Who are you trying to impress?
No one. Okay.
She like leans away, but she's like eyeing you. Sure. No one.
It was a gift. I didn't know.
Oh, so it's a gift from no one.
I
No,
just
not.
figured he was trying to impress those of the opposite sex.
He doesn't need perfume for that. What's going on, Amrut?
Nothing's going on. Okay.
I'm sorry, Average. 1 second.
Go ahead and roll it. Go ahead and roll it. Fuck.
You could roll higher.
Come on.
Who?
You got advantage on deception because you drank the damn thing.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, that's
You do.
true. Let's give it a go.
Oh my god,
Almost.
that's close.
What's your tell, Amrut? What is your tell?
His tail in this moment, I think it would be because he's spraying his mouth. He's just like holding his hand over his mouth.
And you just see. Are you familiar with Cowboy Bebop, Average?
Sure, yeah.
And you remember Ed, especially?
Mm-hmm.
An Ed-like smile just slowly spreads across her face, but she doesn't say a word. Also very similar to Anya from that new Spy Family.
Yeah.
And she doesn't say anything. She's just that wide smile.
Don't do that. I don't like that face.
Oh, this is going to be a fun trip.
Let's just fucking go, okay?
Oh, whatever you say.
As you guys are boarding the airship, there is a crosshair pointed at Judith. And no, he just lost Lewis. The sooner he can recover from her death, the better. And she lifts up her crossbow-like rifle, and then you hear, "No. You try to win him over from less honorable means. I'll win him over properly. Who are you?" He dusts off her hands. He tosses Zareth onto the other side of the entire city. He looks at the airship. "He'll see me one day. One day, he'll see me." And the airship takes off towards the Turtle Islands. It'll be a several days flight. But for the rest of us, equal 10-minute break.
What's happening?
Back to the
Okay.
beginning.
Yes. You expected us to return to the campaign, but we're starting a new one. All right. Anyways, welcome back to Phantoms of the Past, episode 59. Again, we're still aiming for 69. With that said, all the players have boarded up onto Minerva's ship. In the beginning, as the ship was taking off, she would have enlisted Phoenix's aid to properly secure Baby Mello, who's being suspended from the bottom of the ship through a strange contraption. As Baby Mello gets lifted off into the air, the ship would travel, I would say, over the course of 3-4 days. Hold on, the map is about to get ugly because of how this is set up. Boom, there's the world map. In there somewhere. It will take you guys about 4 days, 4 or 5 days to cover all the way to the Turtle Islands. And even then, she would only bring you to its edge. Right here. Dropping you off and telling you all, we can't fly over the seas. No one knows why. But the wild magic will take us out of the air. So from here, you'll have to use, well, Mellow.
And I know he will do a excellent job, won't you, Mello?
And on your ship with you, of course, are the newcomers since they invited you to the island, which is Reinhold, Hyrian. They would exit the vessel and tell you all, whenever you're ready, I can direct you. I know you've been on a island, Sora, but there are many Turtle Islands, and we're going to a different one. Though you will have a chance to meet with the elders properly. I wanted to run something by your party. Feel free to decline it. There is a Leviathan, that class of Hyperion. I consider taking you to see it. It's quite a sight to behold. The defeat of such a massive ancient creature.
Oh, that sounds amazing. What does everyone else feel like? Road trip?
Well, we are here to see your home. If this is something you want to do, then who am I to decline?
Turtle trip.
Indeed.
Judith is packing more photos in her bag, photo paper in her bag. This is gonna be great.
Right. He tells you, there's something I would like to bring up to make it completely clear. The reason why you've been invited to the Turtle Islands is to give you a much needed break, a breather, but also because of the sightings of Hyperion, as you may well know. If we go to the Leviathan Island, you should know that there is danger there, but nothing that you can't handle. I would like to see what you're capable of, and to see how well your group will meld with Reinhold. Do you still want to go there, considering that there will be some risk involved?
The risk doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that we've yet to prove ourselves to you.
No.
Who's Reinhold?
I just haven't seen what you can do, and I know that you're skilled.
Reinhold's the fishy guy right there.
And Sora throws an arm around him and shakes him. Right here, en route.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. You're a quiet fella. Also, fish guy. That's kind of. Anyway.
Before we take off, I would like to do a small ritual before we hit the waters.
Certainly.
And she goes to just ritually cast water breathing, and she'll do this at the start of each day. I know.
I was gonna say go for it, but I also had water breathing and water walk prepared, so we're just going to say that she's getting herself taken care of because she don't like the way Lilith's been looking at her.
Fine, but and she looks to Sora. I'm really not gonna like our travels over the water.
Well, don't set yourself up like that. Of course, you're going to hate it if you haven't even started the journey.
I've just never traveled over the ocean before.
And isn't that exciting?
It's frightening.
Of course it is, but that's what adds to the allure. Once you've accepted that safety is an illusion, Lilith, things are always better.
Hmm. Fine, fine.
Tell you what, I shall do everything I can to make this as mystical a journey as within my power to do. Which is saying a lot. I can do quite some fancy things.
I just don't like the idea of my magic being turned against me like that.
That's the thing. It doesn't always turn against you. Sometimes it turns with you and becomes something more. It's a risk, but so are all things in life.
Hmm. Well, let's not tarry any longer, I suppose.
Well, Mello, speaking of proven warriors, you have quite the task, taking us from island to island. Are you up for it? Mello lowers his body into the waters, looks back. As Saharian looks towards Minerva. Thank you for the flight. And yes, flying over the seas has always been a trouble. In Metal Rain, we didn't even know it until we discovered dozens of their ships sunken all over the place. They too succumbed to this world's natural defenses. A little bit of a history lore. Sorry, everyone. I am a teacher at heart.
Rather comedic that the creatures that resemble octopi couldn't swim.
They were horrible swimmers, actually. Now, with that said, looks out into the horizon. Turtle Islands. Shall we?
Sora will hop and land right where close to Mello's head would be and points with her staff out to the ocean. All right, Mello. It's time to begin your greatest journey. Home.
As everyone gets onto Mellow, it's like, all right, come on, come on, come on, get in close, get in close. You all remember what time it is.
What time
I
is it?
did not miss this part.
Um,
Okay,
time is it?
everyone smile. 3, 2, 1. And a flash occurs as Judith takes a photo of everyone on Mellow.
Phoenix pops up a peace sign.
I
And
almost smile this time.
Lilith just has a look of confusion, not knowing what the heck is going on.
For your photo, Judith. Set them up for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay. Mello gets into the water and begins to, I'm going to say sail, but he's not a ship. He is a creature. Swim. Begins to swim out onto the waters. And the moment you hit the seas, the vibe is just, it's there. It checks out. And Hyrule says to all of you, we have a really cool base we're going to put you all in. A place you can call your own home. We'll visit there after we go to the Leviathan. Or would you prefer to get all your stuff unpacked so it's not as cramped on the back of Mellow? Could visit the Leviathan tomorrow. It's going to be a long trip.
I want to get the vacation underway, so let's take care of this Leviathan.
Understood. And he whispers into Mellow's ear. But he has turtle talk. But Sora actually has two. It's a subsect of Agwin. Unless you
Oh,
know
that's
it,
right.
you can't do it. And he tells Mello just where to go. And how does Reinhold look, knowing that they're going to Leviathan to see this scene here?
Pretty much exactly the way that he always does. Just a stern face, just looking out at the waters, and just trying to play out the various scenarios in his head.
Excellent. And how all of you handling being on crushing waves that Mello seems to be easily just surfing above and breaking through. Just generally on the water, I suppose, for hours on the back of this creature's shell.
Sora can't help but feel like she is almost hallucinating, because this is very similar to when the tree took her. Of course, Mello is a lot larger and flying through the sky, but she'll reach over, pinch herself real quick. Okay, it's real. And look down at his shell and smile, patting it. You're going to love it there. I am so happy you get to go with me. All of you. This place is really special. It's, from what I understand, with the difference, the mainland doesn't have so much going on.
That sounds nice.
Is it always this bumpy?
No, it's worse when you have a regular boat.
You're not getting seasick, are you?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. You're still so green.
If you are, just give me a heads up.
Saying the quiet part out loud?
Oh.
Oh gosh. Yeah, you would see her cheeks kind of getting a little more green, and over the side you just see her not so prettily upchuck.
Oh, someone get her hair.
And she just holds a hand up. I'll be fine.
That was very rude of you, Judith.
What do you mean? She's like just like holding the photo. Do I need to roll for this? With this? Does it count? As the ocean thing?
It always counts on the ocean.
Let's go.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Let's
Well, not to
go.
check.
Why would
Wait,
you
should
do
you be
that?
doing that right now, actually?
Let's go.
Yeah, once you do that, Hyrule would say to you, you should be careful, Judith. I know you know of the wild magic. You always run the risk of harming your soul.
Oh yeah, it's just old habits.
Phoenix,
No, I didn't, so it's kind of worth it.
Phoenix comes over to Judith and offers a low 5.
She will definitely return it.
Here, Lilith, take these pills.
What are those?
They're very sweet, but ultimately they'll help you keep it down. Get you used to the waves.
Okay. Thank you greatly. This is my first time.
I thought you would have a plan for this.
Have two then. They should work instantaneously. Tell me how you feel.
Oh. A little steadier.
Excellent. And Reinhold, you know that it's just sweet candy. It's a placebo.
He just gives a slight smirk, but doesn't really pay too much attention.
He's taught you a long time ago, mind over matter. And if you think something's working, your body does too. That's why I have a 6-pack in real life. even if it's just beer.
Hell yeah.
Oh, the waves, I've missed them. I wouldn't feel them until they were really strong on Tango Terra. They rock me to sleep some nights.
It's nice to see you so content.
I miss this place. But it's strange, I can't help but feel like all the work that has to be done already.
Yeah.
I'm sorry things got so complicated once you met us.
My life truly began when I met you, Amrut, so never apologize for that again.
Sure.
And she'll just throw an arm around you and give you like a side hug and just smiles very widely. I know you're going to love it here.
I mean,
Hey,
if
Reinhold. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Hmm. As he just like leans back on Mello and he just like looks at you guys upside down.
Okay. Have you been to this place before we're going to?
Yes. Quite a long time ago.
Anything else you want to expound on that? Like, is it fun, dangerous, all of the above? Are you okay
Well,
mentally going there?
considering the creatures that now dwell there, it's best to keep your guard up. I should be quite alright. If anything, it's one of the few places I feel comfortable.
Okay, so we got to lock in. Got it. You guys have seen Judith is like very like much more like excited, you know, and it's easy to get the sense that it's, you know, there's a good chance, and most of you think that it's because she's back out on the road, not for any other reasons.
It is, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm feeling too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're just happy to be here, guys.
Question, Sora.
Answer, Hyrian.
Yes, yes. Did you ever learn Shell Hell style? Was it purely just the way of the Monkey King?
There was a time where I tried it, in between the teachings Zuru gave me through scrolls and what he could do. I never felt in tune with it. Felt like I was never free.
Well, it's naturally suited to creatures with shells, but of course, other humanoids have used shields over the years to imitate that.
I've always viewed it as something stalwart and unyielding. I've always loved the style. I just was never great at learning it.
On the land, some people call it breakdancing because of how often we are spinning on our backs.
That was my favorite part, honestly. I wish I could do that.
I'm
Should
sure.
try and give it a go again.
I was thinking about teaching Mello some of the basics.
Can I join in on the tutoring?
Of course, when you have time. Make sure you have enough time to rest and relax. The elders have, well, sponsored you all in a way. You remember the trials you took when you were young, the obstacle course?
Oh, yes, I still have the nightmares.
Your party will have an opportunity to take that obstacle course.
Oh, that is going to be so much fun.
There'll be teams of 2, from one end to the other, with prizes appropriate, of course.
Oh. Do I get to pick my partner?
Well, there'll be 2 captains. Right now, I've been leaning on you being one of the captains.
Ooh, and who's the other?
I've got no idea. The elders are gonna pick, as is tradition. A native, such as yourself, and someone foreign.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun already.
Yes, and only one person ever died during it, so even though it looks dangerous, it's very unlikely.
Yeah, but they had a bad heart, so it's kind of questionable.
Lightning didn't help when it shocked him in the waters either.
I suppose that's also a valid point, but he knew the rules. No
Yeah,
magic.
Did. In any case, I look forward to this time we'll spend together. You know, I'm a master of water rune.
Oh, Amrut's a water rune himself.
Yeah. I'm hoping that through training together, you all could come closer to mastering your runes, perhaps even master it in the coming weeks, prior to Phoenix's trial. This is also a kind of stress relief, as much as it can be, until that day arrives.
I've always wondered if there was ever a way for me to become more in tune with my family one. Ever since I received it, I've been forcing far more from it than I feel is necessary.
Well, we'll see what the master can do. There are other masters in the islands as well. And one of them is going to help teach you all. You know, you have it really good here. Base, food, the supplies, training, all of it is going to be provided for you. You'll be able to indulge as much or as little in any of it. If you don't want something, don't do it. It's that simple. Only life was always that way.
It's never easy, but then it would never make the rewards feel like they're worth it.
Yeah. You know, Reinhold holds a lot in. So, whenever you get an opportunity, pull him into your little circle. He doesn't have much left, but that's his story to tell.
I'm more than eager.
Of course. Reinhold, you're like sitting 3 feet away from them, hearing them talk about you.
Yep.
And
He
yeah,
doesn't react.
Sora is like waving at him, but then when he doesn't look, she like puts her hand down quickly.
I suppose we are in a small area right now.
Hey, Mello is growing at a very healthy rate for his age.
Absolutely. Oh, look, over there. And that's when you guys see this other turtle. The elders keep. Those silly elders.
Oh, what's his name? The turtle.
Oh, that's Boja.
She would stand up, grab a hold of Mellow Shell, and dunk her head underwater, if she, assuming his head's under at the moment, and
Yeah.
shout in turtle speak, "Hello, Boja!" And you just see a lot of bubbles just rising.
Its head dips out of the water. It knows it's kind of like the thing the whale does where it spits out the water out its back. And it's hello back.
We are coming ashore.
You see that it just keeps swimming its own path. And eventually it's so much faster than Mellow it's gone.
Oh. Maybe later.
Don't worry, we'll have plenty of time to go there. Right now the elders are going somewhere.
Wow. And to think Tango's even bigger than Boja.
Oh yeah, Boja's very small in comparison. Tangle's the largest of all of them.
And Sora just looks to everyone else to see how they're reacting, seeing something that massive.
This place is truly fascinating.
Spectacular.
Yes. Really is.
Arian tells the party, everything's big down here in the Turtle Islands.
Which means the spiders, so check your bed sheets.
Yes. Even danger is getting out of control.
Wait, how big are we talking?
You want me to make it worse, or for you to find out in the moment?
Just level with me. Am I checking under in the sheets or under the whole fucking bed? That's my question.
Both.
Okay.
Sometimes they
Welcome
like to
inside.
snuggle.
I don't have a cover for that.
What were you saying, Biz?
They do make excellent snacks.
Oh, you also fry them with garlic?
Usually more plain is where I tend to eat them. Cooking tends to be a little odd on my mouth.
Well, I'll have to try and make you some fried spider at some point.
I would like that.
So we're coming up on the island now.
Maybe we could just head back.
All right, Mello, turn it around.
No. We're coming ashore.
Okay, and you guys can already see how massive the Leviathan is. The island's small. In fact, it's more like a grave. Here we go. Come on. And this is what you guys see.
Whoa.
The Leviathan that was defeated by Hyperion.
That thing is massive. It almost looks like a dragon.
Funny thing. Leviathan is a sea dragon. Sea serpent.
How long ago did it die?
Couple weeks.
Even dragons aren't this large.
This
smell.
is pretty incredible, though.
Once you're on land, you'll be able to take a photo. It's just when you're in the middle of the sea, you can't. Why don't you get your feet down there and do what you do?
You see, like, the photo's already in Judith's hand. Because I took it. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll take it on the land.
All right, folks. Remember I told you it'd be a little dangerous. Things get out of hand, I'll help. But I do want to see you in action. I know you're more than capable, but I bet it's quite a show. In the meantime, I'll focus on protecting Mello. Inside that creature is a powerful heart. Powerful hearts draw in beasts from all over the land. So if you want that powerful heart, because I heard one of you are an excellent crafter, you'll have to yank it out of the beast yourself.
Ooh, going on a bit of a expedition.
You want to go inside the creature.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I'm not sure about this at all.
Sora would lean as she walks away to Reinhold and whisper in Aquan, "Mainlanders are so frightful."
She'll learn.
Maybe
Judith,
some
you coming?
witnessed it before.
Yeah, of course, of course. And she'll run and jump in the sand. And...
Ooh, boy, she smells a lot.
What was that?
Have a spray.
I'm really tempted to just get a bowl of water and hold it up to my face so I don't have to smell this.
Lilith just wraps a scarf around her face to try to mask herself from the smell. best she
Hey, you
can.
got any more of that perfume, Amrit?
Ooh,
I do, but
Pinchy boys incoming.
Yeah. About a half a dozen or a dozen or so crabs crawling out towards his throat. Hyrian goes, "Good luck."
Are these guys protected by any laws or anything?
No, in fact, Razorbacks are considered assholes.
Gotcha.
They come sprawling out toward you. And as they run towards you all, Hyrian leans on to Mello. Oh, it's gonna be a cool few weeks, baby. Give me your reactionary scenes. We won't roll initiative tonight since it's already past 11. But give me your outros. I'll do your names, how they're presented in game. Lilith, outro to this, to your allies, or whatever. Smell.
Yeah, just as the crabs are kind of coming towards them, I'm a little hesitant, given the knowledge of what happens out at sea. She'll thorn whip a couple of them and and like, oh, okay. Now I don't have to worry about things backfiring anymore, but I still have to be careful. And, you know, she'll fight alongside her allies.
Excellent. Phoenix?
We'll do as she does. Look towards Jenkins, point towards the crabs. Make yourself useful. She'll pull out her crossbow and float up in the air a few feet and back 5 feet and take aim at the razor crabs since they are the assholes.
Emmerich?
Talk later. And he'll grab the hilt, and as he pulls it out, he'll like run the blade across his thumb as he often does. And just a streak of like electricity will just like wrap around the blade as he'll draw it out. Showtime.
Reinhold?
Reinhold, seeing all the crabs, just lets out a deep breath before his eyes just steel themselves, aiming toward them. To desecrate my home, you'll face punishment. As he whips his hand out, and a whip seems to just like quickly wrap around his arm, and shifts between a black to red color as what seems to be like slightly multicolored mist seems to be coming off his body as he just readies himself for combat.
Judith?
Judith will, in Goblin, she goes, "Let's begin." And her quill comes to life and hovers around her. And then with her right hand, where it's usually her left hand, but her right hand holds up the laser gun, and you see the reporter is ready.
Excellent. Stora?
Sora watches as they're all approaching, and in her ear she hears Kai talk about how they're desecrating his home. And she turns to him as she reaches up into her hair, smiling at him and plucking out a single golden hair. Then maybe we should get some backup. Don't worry, I know just the girl. As she blows on this hair, which floats towards you, but then there's this magic like puff of clouds before there are 4 more Soras standing and looking at you. Now, let's go for a bit of a beatdown, and we'll turn and kind of form this wall of Soras to protect her friends. But I'll be doing that initiative next week.
All right. And Baby Mellow goes, he's worried, but Irene goes, don't worry. Your friends have grown a lot since you've last seen them. Just enjoy the show. Then deeper in the cave. Uh-oh. And a whip snaps again, and you think it's your friend, but it's something else. There's this crustacean, this demonic force rising. And further back, guarding the heart itself, something even bigger. Don't worry, they can handle it. Here comes the close.
Out of fear, we kept running, tried to hide away. Can you hear? War is coming, beckoning our fate. This is the day that we stand up. This is the day we fight. We'll take our place, we won't give in. Our victory's in sight. Only a sword in our hand, but we enter the lion's den. We're not waiting for a war.